Let's speak about NIO stock. What is happening, investors? It is your boy Jack. I am not a financial advisor. I got the hoodie to prove that fact. And today we're actually going to speak about NIO, a company I haven't really spoken about much for a considerable period of time. So NIO has been doing really well as of late, and some cool news has been coming out as well. As of recording, we're at $21.76 a share. We are down a little bit in the pre-market, but so is the entire market. Now NIO actually is my smallest electric vehicle position. I only have 80 shares. I initially bought at $12 a share. I now have got my cost basis up to about $14 a share. Overall, I'm up about 55%. So you know, we're doing okay. But in today's video, there's a few points I want to cover in particular. I want to speak about one analyst upgrade in particular, the September and third quarter delivery numbers because they were beautiful, some autopilot and technology improvements, alongside some charging improvements, and just some general points including the recent price action and, you know, is it justified given the market we have right now. Now, I did just say I have a small position in NIO. That doesn't mean that I wouldn't be willing to invest more. This is kind of how I start off all of my growth stock positions. I like to buy when I believe they're undervalued, and I like to buy when I think there is an upcoming growth catalyst. It was the same with Lordstown Motors. I mean, I initially bought them at $11.80 a share. If you buy really early on, it gives you the option to buy in at higher prices, you know, and still have a relatively nice cost basis. So I mean, yeah, if you went all in on your growth stocks from the beginning, of course the growth potential is going to be even bigger. But, you know, if you open an initial position and then what you think should happen does happen and things look good for the company, it could be a good idea to buy more. It's something else I've been doing with SPACs lately. I mean, I bought 100 shares of TRNE recently, and you know, if things go well, if the short-term catalysts come to fruition, I get to buy more. But let's say, for example, things don't go well. I only had a small position, I can sell out at a minor loss and find the next company. So that's the main reason I don't have very much in NIO just yet. I have my position, it's 80 shares, it is what it is, we're up 55%. That does mean that, you know, I can buy another 80 shares and still have a relatively nice cost basis. But anyway, I'm ranting. Right before we get into the video, guys, can I please ask you to hit that juicy like button, it really helps me out. Please drop me a comment down below, let me know what you think about NIO. And please, if you're new around here, what are you waiting for, my friend? Hit that juicy red subscribe button and join the family of investors. We're trying to get to 50,000 juicy boys. Into the video. So first things first, let's just take a look at the price action. And I mean, if you even just click the 5-day chart, what a week it has been. We're currently up 20% on the week. Now, we are trading in the red pre-market. I'm recording this a couple of hours before the market goes open. We zoom out a little bit further, you can see on the monthly it's a little bit of a weird story. We were up, we took a big dip, we consolidated, and now we're up again. So ultimately on the monthly chart, we're up closer to 9%. But I mean, if we go back to the 6-month chart, it's a very, very nice looking chart, okay? And we should all remind ourselves every now and again that 6 months ago, this was a $2.39 company, okay? So it's been amazing, truly amazing half a year for this company. But I think when more people started getting into it was around here, you know? A few people were lucky enough to be getting in at the 6 and the 7s. And then I think a lot of people got in somewhere between kind of 15 and 12. And so, you know, that's where a lot of us got in initially. So if you haven't bought since then, like me, we have nice cost basis. Then we went on this nice little run to the upside. We've been consolidating and again, we're going up. Now, NIO has been outperforming EV in general over the last week or so at least. I think we know it's been a pretty rough time for EV. I mean, look at the likes of Tesla, Hyliion, even workhorse and dphc in the last few days in particular. You know, we've had some tough days. We also had some really good days. But anyway, NIO, let's speak about them and let's speak about why this price action is happening right now. So the very first thing I want to speak about is this, okay? So NIO stock jumps more than 5% after Dutch bank praises company's technology. Pretty interesting. Happy to see that. So the Dutch bank said the Shanghai-based electric car maker commands loyalty in China and is on track to develop an autonomous car in the next couple of years. We are going to get onto that. Analyst Edison Yu started covering NIO's ADRs at a buy rating earlier this month and said in a note Tuesday that the main pushback on that bullish view was that NIO's brand does not create the same level of excitement and loyalty in China as Tesla and Germany luxury automakers. You may have watched a video I put out a few days ago where I spoke about why for me personally NIO is my smallest EV position. And it simply is really, I don't know enough about China. And I know a lot of people say that, you know, there is this massive brand loyalty in China. It's more than an automaker. We see that with the NIO life stations, etc. You can just go chill out in these places, chat with other NIO drivers, get a coffee, you can buy merch. It seems to be more than just a car, I'll put it that way, and I think that is clear. We also do have the government support, which is very good to see. Because I mean, having the Chinese government on your side is awesome. Massive, massive government. You love to see that. But I don't know enough about China. I don't know enough about Chinese people. But if they keep bringing out news like we're going to go through today, I am most certainly going to increase my position size and cost basis up considerably. We see compelling evidence that NIO is increasingly perceived by customers as a high quality, premium brand with best-in-class technology and service. And I do think that's the agenda I've seen pushed by a lot of people, and I do think it's the agenda that I am beginning to believe. Again, it's very hard to know, but it's what we somewhat are seeing. Now, what they say here is we expect NIO to officially unveil its all-electric sedan later this year, the EE7, with a revamped hardware sensor suite that will enable L4 autonomy by 2022. So that would be pretty sick. So right off the bat, it's always nice to see analysts, getting behind an EV stock, and people clearly like this one because it did lead to the stock price shooting up. Okay, now the next thing, another article right here, a little bit more in regards to the technology. NIO shares rise after EV maker announces autopilot feature, faster charging options. Two things you love to see with any EV stock, full stop. So at the Beijing International Auto Exhibition 2020, NIO displayed its EV models including the EP9, an electric supercar launched in 2016, the ES8, you know these guys. So the company also showcased a power swap station, 3 types of chargers, NIO innovations and patents, and NIO Life. So NIO unveils this new driver assistance functionality. Very important. They released its Navigate on Pilot feature, which automatically guides the car on ring roads and highways. Autonomous driving, baby. You have to do it if you want to be at the top of the EV game. So this is the first NIO commercial application of high definition map in China on the ADAS functionality of mass produced vehicles. So the company plans to release the features to users in batches through firmware over the air in October, along with the newest upgrade to its operating system. So this month sometime we could find out more about this, which again is another very short-term catalyst which could keep this momentum on our side. NIO announced 20 new features and function optimizations, including camera-based driver drowsiness detection, remote seat ventilation, and 5.1 immersive surround sound mode. This is the kind of things we see from Tesla, you know what I mean? We don't see these kind of things from a lot of other EV automakers. So I must say, very, very excited for NIO right now. NIO's faster charging options, again, an incredibly important thing for an EV maker. 2 things people need from their EVs, okay? They need them to be able to drive far enough, and they need them to be able to charge quick enough. NIO has added 20 kilowatt-hour DC chargers to the list of destination charging stations to accelerate charging speed in certain scenarios and expand destination charging service coverage. Beautiful. You need to constantly see things like this happening. And I have to say, guys, as much as they are, my smallest EV position, I genuinely do think that they are doing incredibly well. And I am getting closer and closer to buying more of this company. It's always hard to do so when you have a nice cost basis and it is somewhat risky in nature and you're on such a good run. But yeah, I mean, they're doing very well. I think it's all justified. So the rapid charging facility will be offered under the company's battery as a service offering. So you should all know about this. The battery swap technology that they have, again, incredible, specifically in China. It also announced a new power plan that provides a commitment of about $14.6 million subsidy for the deployment of a total of 30,000 destination DC chargers, forming a convenient and flexible charging network covering the country. I mean, incredible. What more can you really ask for in all fairness, guys? That is awesome. But you know what's even more awesome than all of this? Selling your vehicles. You probably thought I was going to bring you to a bad page. No, this is beautiful. NIO delivered 4,700 vehicles in September 2020, a 133% year-over-year increase. Beautiful. NIO delivered 12,200 vehicles in the 3 months ended September 2020, increasing by 154% year-over-year. Beautiful. And that shows that they're being very consistent with 4,000 plus monthly sales at this stage, which is without a doubt incredible. NIO delivered 26,375 vehicles in 2020 total so far, increasing 113% year over year. I mean, it's all absolutely fantastic. This growth is absolutely immense. I mean, especially considering the state the world is in right now and how bad things were 6 months ago or so. This is amazing. So NIO began the deliveries of the EC6 in late September 2020 also. It's beautiful. It's all absolutely beautiful. So, they're coming out with the charging improvements. They're increasing the amount of infrastructure across the country. We have autonomy improvements, okay? We are selling more vehicles. Literally everything is going to plan. So I must say, I do think that this run-up has been justified, which is surprising to say, but they have been showcasing a lot more than a lot of other EV companies. And let's keep in mind, guys, these are a very established company. They have sales, lots of sales, thousands and thousands of sales on a monthly basis. They're a brand at this stage, people love the brand that is NIO. It's more than just a car at this stage. These amount of sales all of this constant improvements, I mean, it's looking fantastic. And yeah, I'm finding it very hard to not want to invest more, even at literal all-time highs. Now, with that being said, the EV market is very unpredictable right now. There's a lot of big pullbacks, a lot of big rises, so yeah, I'm not too rushed on getting in, especially with the cost basis I already have, but it's definitely piquing my interest more than it was not so long ago. Now, I don't like investor place at all, but anyway, NIO stock at $100 is a possibility in coming years. We'll go through a few points that I thought were interesting in this article. So the first reason to be bullish on the company is industry tailwinds. Between the current year and fiscal year 2025, China's electric vehicle industry is expected to grow at a compound annual growth rate of 25%, and I think we all know, and we've already established, NIO is a massive name, and they should benefit massively by this. And further, government policies are intended towards boosting EV sales. I mean, keep in mind, guys, we're speaking about China, okay? We're not speaking about the US or Europe. We're speaking about China right now. And I think everybody knows that, you know, we've all heard of smog and things of the likes in China. It's so densely populated, it's by no means a clean place. It's not clean air. It is in the government's best interest to, you know, do everything they can for companies like NIO in China. And they are doing that. State level subsidy for new energy vehicles has been extended to fiscal year 2022. So yeah, that's awesome. And for the current year, 2.7 billion yen is being invested in boosting the charging infrastructure. I mean, this is awesome, you know. This is going to grow the entire industry and not at the expense of NIO. So battery as a service is likely to be a game changer, 100%. In China in particular, the company is expecting to enter Europe in the second half of next year. Now, I think this is going to be exciting, okay? I think Europe, I've said this so many times on the channel, is a massive market that has to be taken seriously if you want to be one of the biggest players in EV. Specifically, if you're a NIO or a Tesla, I don't think it's as important for, say, a workhorse. But a NIO or a Tesla, definitely. It looks exciting. It really does look exciting, and that is what I have to say on NIO stock today. I will be keeping a very close eye on them. I more than likely will start speaking about them again a little bit more often. I know I haven't been speaking about them as much lately, but, you know, I still have my position. I'm still holding. I'm up 55%. I'm happy. I'll try keep more up to date with the company and bring you guys more frequent updates. If you have watched this video till the end, you, my friend, are a true legend, and I really do appreciate you. You are helping me and the channel out absolutely massively, so just thank you for being here. If you did enjoy the video, could I please ask you to hit that like button, drop me a comment down below, and subscribe if you're new around here. All of that really helps me out and means the world to me. As I said, we're trying to get to 50,000 subs. All of those things would help me massively. And also, guys, if you're interested, please hit that first link in my description. You can sign up to become a patron, and if you do so, you will get full access to my juicy private Discord server. You'll get access to my buy and sell alerts, new ticker symbols I'm watching, like 25 private chats for patrons only in regards to, you know, specific stocks, SPAC stocks, growth stocks, everything you can think of. And you'll also know some special videos that are coming up. But anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. I will see you for the next video. Peace.